go.
So, hanging out, driving here in Portland, and just you see this beautiful scenery, man, and trees, and sometimes the tree line blocks your vision, right? So you're looking at the beautiful water, all of a sudden the tree line comes in, it's a blind spot. You can't see the water anymore. Just kind of had me thinking about just some leadership blind spots that sometimes we have that we're not aware of that really hinders our moving forward and progression as leaders. Number one is filters. You kind of have a filter that you kind of put things through, and sometimes you're not filtering all the right information. And so because you put things through filters, it often leads to bad assumptions, right? And so therefore now we have assumptions about people, assumptions about situations, simply because we got the wrong information from our filter. And then usually from assumptions, we do what I call, we kind of have this, we label the situation. We label it as good or as bad. And from labeling, we kind of allow our emotions to kind of now predict what's going to happen. And so you have these predictions of, I know how this is going to end. I know what's going to happen here. And you tend to get negative vibes by doing that, because emotions tend to kind of go crazy. You begin to have these bad predictions because of assumptions, because of filters that you've had. And then sometimes what gets in the way as a leader, which is challenging, are our memories. We remember hurt, we remember pain. And because of that, now it puts us in just a bad place of making decisions. And if you're like Alex, sometimes based on all of those things, I begin to now exaggerate and think the worst, right? Because of my filters, assumptions, predictions, and me labeling the situation, I just assume that it's going to be horrible, that it's going to be bad as a result of that. And so I really want to challenge you to think about your leadership blind spots. What areas in your life are hindering you from being successful? Be it emotions, memories, assumptions, filters, or your ability to exaggerate a situation. If you don't get a handle on those, the same way these trees block my vision and my view of seeing what's in front of them, it'll block your vision and view for your team, for yourself, for your life. And it's important to really have clear vision so that you can be successful. Because I always like to say, you have to have long-term vision to be able to get through short-term frustration, right? And so in order to do that, you got to know your blind spots and know which one or two hinders you. And so I want to challenge you to think about that and see what you need to do to be successful so that you can ultimately begin to navigate through that and not allow those things to hinder your growth. This is Alex, man. Have a good one, guys.